almost didn't make it. We
So,
almost didn't make it.
so we're here with an icon, especially when it comes to hip hop. Schoolie D, how you doing?
I'm sick. I had a cold all week.
Oh, I mean, we appreciate you
I
being
couldn't
here and
talk.
rocking, and that's hip hop. That's
That
dedication.
is hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it's because it's strange because so many records here and influenced so many the other acts. This is probably maybe my 10th time in
yeah,
40
yeah,
years
yeah.
performing in LA.
I mean, Ice-T gives you credit for creating gangster rap in a lot of ways. When you were producing and creating the sound, did you think that it would become so large and revolutionize hip hop?
Well, I was an artist and a musician like all my life. So, I knew I was going to be an artist and a musician. I
Right,
just
right.
didn't know. We didn't have hip hop.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like when hip hop came, it was kind of like it was fresh, and I could be myself. I could be Richard Pryor.
Right, right, right.
You know, so I think around '89, I knew I was really important. Right after I did "Am I Black Enough for You?"
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah, and I scared a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
That record almost didn't come out.
You know what's wild? There are so many people, generations past, right? That, they're billionaires. They work at Fortune 500 companies and all this other stuff. They listen to hip hop, but they listen to hard records. Do you think that they really understand what they're listening to? Because I mean, a lot of times hip hop comes from
they
people from
understand that these niggas is acting like a bunch of monkeys. And it's easier for them
Wow. Yeah.
to understand that part. They don't want to. They don't want to think of us as being complex.
Right. Do you think that they just think that we're monolithic and just we're just one size fits all?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like we changed the whole motherfucking world all the goddamn time.
Yeah, I mean, speak on it.
Everybody in every country want to be like us, look like
Yeah.
us, dance like us, sound like us.
To the point of plastic surgery and BBLs and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So of course, but it's kind of like you hate what you really love.
That's facts.
You know
I agree.
what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, they know it, but it's kind of just like, and it's kind of like eating at McDonald's.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna close the doors as long as you fat ass motherfuckers keep eating that shit. So as long as we keep acting like that, making it easy.
Do you think in your music sometimes you had to exaggerate for people to get the point, or do you think it would have been received if you were more just like, more, I think, complex, like, right? Just like double entendres and things like that.
Complex. I know what the fuck I was doing. It was my record label, so I knew exactly what I was doing. And I love Richard Pryor. He knew
exactly.
What he was doing.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Richard Pryor, there was a lot of satire in that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes,
James Brown, it was like
Yeah.
They knew Prince. They knew what the fuck they were doing.
yeah. No, I feel that.
So
I feel that.
I knew what I was doing. I mean, it's just like when Job asked me what's my next single, I'm like, well, I want to do Mr. Big Dick.
Right. Yeah.
And he said, this nigga crazy.
Right.
Because you can't play it on the radio. Because who's going to say it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I made a video for it. With a dick. You know what I'm saying? And play, so, but I won in the end because they used it, because it was pure, so they used it for films and remixes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I knew I was going to win. And I told him I was going to win.
Yeah, you've done a lot in TV and film in terms of, writing music and scoring. I know that they've used your music before, but how was it when you were just like really writing and curating for specifically TV and film? How was that transition?
Well, I mean, I was a huge film nut when I was a kid. I knew I was going to do that. And I knew I was going to write a Scooby-Doo song.
Yeah, manifestation.
When I was a kid, I said, when I grow up, I'm going to write a Scooby-Doo song.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And it's like, so I knew I was going to do it, but it was like, I didn't brag about it because he's from Philly. We just didn't do shit like that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Um, so I didn't brag about it, but I was confident in myself because I knew I came to Earth to do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I
So,
mean, dude, literally, you don't get a lot of this lineup or a lot of people in hip hop if it weren't for people like you really kicking it off, and you specifically.
no, you don't, because we were brave
Mm-hmm.
because nobody liked hip hop, nobody liked rap. My parents didn't like it, radio didn't like it, record labels didn't like. Nobody liked it,
Right.
but us.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we were brave.
Yeah.
And when they told me, it's like, look, man, if you make these records and shit, we're not gonna play it on the radio.
Right. Right.
So I just said, well, I have to make really good fucking records for it not to be played on the fucking radio.
It's exactly.
And they wound up playing it on the radio.
With hip hop now being over 50, what perspective do you think is missing, and what generation should speak on that perspective? Should it be the elder statesmen, the pioneers, or should it be the younger generation speaking on the perspective?
I was talking about this shit with my man Orlando, and it was like that last year. There was bullshit.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
it's like nothing happened. Had a couple parties and shit. Let's have some parties and shit. Nobody died. Nothing, nothing changed in the government. Nothing changed for black people and brown people. Nothing changed for women. Nothing changed.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all. You dig what I'm saying?
No,
I felt like
dig
a
it.
fucking nutball out in the street by myself with a shotgun and said, let's go kill some motherfuckers.
Wow.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Nothing fucking changed. So it was bullshit.
Yeah.
It was some great parties. It was some really
Some
great
festivities.
It was some really great parties, but the kids didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the world didn't get it. I don't even know if we got it.
Right.
When they asked me to do something, I was like, man, I can't do that because you're not gonna allow me to be black enough. And I was told early on, it's like, man, you're too black for black radio. Which is, I got it. I got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I write songs like "Same White Bitch Got You Strung Out on Cane." Who the fuck gonna play that?
Right.
Well, we can all listen to it.
Yeah.
And there's people out there who came to see me and gave me their energy. That's who I did it for.
And that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You have to do it for the people that support you, your core following and everything like that, because at the end of the day, they're the ones who want to understand you.
As much as they could. So that's the important. But nothing, man. Again, nothing changed, and I'm hoping. I don't know if I'm hoping that something changes in the next couple of years. But it's like I feel like something's changing because I watched the reels.
There's gonna be a shift. Yeah.
On Instagram and the rap is starting to change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just from weak shit to angry shit.
Yeah. I think personally there's gonna be a shift where people are gonna get back to talking about what's real, and it's gonna happen sooner than later. Some people could say it's the whole Kendrick Drake thing. I just think people are tired of being fed BS. I think that's just personally what it is. But Schoolie D, what else do you have coming up that you can disclose? Right before we get out of here.
I got a new record out. It's new old. Has two titles. One title is called "That Nigga's Crazy."
Yeah.
And other title is called "Because Schoolie D is Crazy." I'm out here working with Evil 8, working on some new shit.
Awesome.
I'm working on the 40-year anniversary for PSK and Gucci Town. I'm painting. I'm just kind of like I'm enjoying LA. I'm working on a movie finally about my life.
It's gonna be incredible. I can't wait.
It better be incredible.
We know it's gonna be incredible.
It better be incredible.
Yeah, we gotta pull up for that.
I'm working on a book of all my artwork from 2024 back to 1974.
Oh wow.
So I'm doing some shit.
No, you're doing phenomenal things,
I'm
man.
doing some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see you. And then, we appreciate you giving us your time, man, and thank you for everything. Yeah, no, I know. We appreciate you. We definitely do.
Because that's what I did out there, man. I do that every night, but it was kind of like
but that's hip hop. That's for the love of the craft, and we love that.
I mean, I just woke up for 5 days,
I feel it.
and I was like, "Yo, man, shit." But I knew I was going to do it. But just
Right.
the energy. We have, you know what? I don't know if we could talk about it, but it's just like
Yeah, go ahead.
that has to happen all the time.
Yes.
That has to. We have to look. The performers have to look at each other and push each other to be better.
Right.
That's how I see it.
Right. Yeah, and I think it shouldn't be when someone passes. I think it should always, people should celebrate people all the time and celebrate the fact that y'all are still doing it.
Well,
And
when I die, everybody will have a Schoolie D story.
I definitely will. I think we
Everybody
will.
has a Schoolie D story. That's all I promise. It's
Yo,
a great Schoolie D story.
I feel like I'm finally part of hip hop. I have a Schoolie D story.
What did I do?
Say it again.
What's your story?
That I had a really great interview and he dropped a lot of gems.
That's just a cool story, but we ain't robbed nobody.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the cake.
We forgot the cake.
You motherfuckers. I shouldn't even been on stage. Oh my God.